Hey guys, and welcome back to the third day of tutorial week. Now, if you are unaware, I am doing tutorial week, which basically means I'm uploading a tutorial every single day this week. If you missed the last two tutorials, I will link them in the description box down below. So today I'm going to be doing this look for you guys. It is actually a one branded tutorial, which means that everything that is on my face right now is all from Kat Von D. The Kat Von D line I feel like is just all about having fun with your makeup, so I definitely want to do something a little bit out of my own comfort zone, and I hope that you guys will be pushed to go out of your comfort zone too as well. So I really hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to let me know what you thought in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying tutorial week, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's get into the tutorial. So I'm first going to take the Lock-It Concealer from Kat Von D, and I'm going to use this to prime my eyes. I'm using, by the way, the color Light 16. Just taking my beauty blender and just putting that right on my lids. And like I said, this is just going to prime them for the eyeshadow. So for most of the eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Shade and Light Eye Palette. So I'm first going to take just a really big fluffy brush. This is from Sigma. It's a large fluff E50. And I'm going to go into this shade right over here. It's just a matte cream shade. And I'm going to use this just to set my whole entire lids so that the concealer isn't sticky and everything glides on really smoothly when we start to blend out the shadows. So now I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Sigma E40, and I'm going to go into these two shades over here, and this is going to be our transition shade. So I'm just going to start to buff this right above my crease in windshield wiper motions and circular motions. All right, so now I'm going to go into a smaller fluffy brush. This is my MAC 217, and I'm going to go into the first color in this palette, which is just a matte, like medium brown shade, and I'm just going to start to build this up into my crease. This is going to be our first crease color. So you just want to go very lightly right into the crease in windshield wiper motions and circular motions as always. Going with the same brush and going into the color that's right next to the one that we just applied, and just applying this right in the crease as well. This is going to just add even more depth because it is a little bit darker. This is the star of the show. This is called Thrasher, and it's part of her Metal Crush eyeshadow collection, and it's a really unique shade as well, but it's still pretty wearable, which is why I just love it. For that, I'm going to be using my MAC 242. I'm just going to start to pack this all over my lid. Now I'm going back into my blending brush and back into that deep brown color and just using that to deepen up the crease just a little bit more. And this will also help blend the lid color into the crease and make it look a little bit more cohesive. Now it's time to create a really bold winged eyeliner. So for that, I'm taking my tattoo liner. So I like to just first create a line across my lash line, and then I'll create a wing. So going from my lower lash line out towards the tail end of my brow. And then I'm going to connect the point of the wing down towards the line that I created and then just fill it in. I'm now just gonna go off camera and do this eye just because my hand is like shaking like crazy and I feel like I need to lean it on something. So just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Not gonna lie, this eyeliner literally took me like 50 minutes to do, but it's okay. We got them as even as I can get them. So before we move on to all the fun stuff that's going on the lower lash line, let's put on our face. So I'm going to be using, of course, the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Now, I tried this yesterday, and honestly, I expected myself to hate it because I'm not the biggest fan of very full coverage foundations, but I gotta say, I honestly loved this. I love the way it looked on my skin, and I got the shade Light 48, which matches me perfectly. And now I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to start to pat this stuff out. Like, look at how full coverage that is. Let's see if it's gonna cover up the beautiful thing that I've got going on my face over here. Yup, all gone. And applying it with a beauty blender definitely shears it out just a little bit. So if you want it to be even more full coverage, then use a brush. Alrighty, so now let's move on to the concealer. So I have not used this underneath my eyes yet. I'm so excited to try it out. So like I said, this is the Lock-It Concealer Corrector. So underneath my eyes, I'm also gonna put this over the little blemish I've got going on, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and again, just gonna blend everything out with my beauty blender. It looks heavy, but it doesn't look cakey. So it definitely looks like you're wearing makeup underneath your eyes, but it doesn't look like cracked or gross or anything like that. And it covers up everything really nicely. So to set underneath my eyes, I'm gonna go into my Shade and Light contour palette, and I'm going to dip into both the yellow shade and the peach shade with a highlighter brush from Sigma. And I'm just going to set my eyes with this. All right, now it's time for the really fun part, and we're gonna do that really intense lower lash line where it gives you a really cool feline-esque type of look. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit more to get this done, because you guys gotta pay attention to this. It's a little bit A little bit tricky, but I'm telling you, it's very doable. So we're basically going to be creating a triangle right in this area right over here. So I'm first going to create a line from my tear duct area down just a little bit and then bring it towards my lower waterline. Just like that. So then once you have that shape, you just want to fill it in. That's basically the hardest part. So once you're finished that, you could breathe. Okay, now let's move on to the next step. So I'm gonna go into the first shade in the palette, which is this one over here on the brush. Now you wanna do this as normal. So you wanna go from the outer corner to about the middle. Once you hit the middle, you almost wanna go straight out. You can see I'm sort of just going straight down like this. And this is going to help really accentuate that cat eye shape. So I'm gonna take my angle brush. This is just a Zoeva winged eyeliner brush. And I'm going to go into the darker shade right over here. And I'm going to use this to really define that shape. So I'm going to just really create that line over there. And you can see that just makes it really pop. All right, so now I'm just gonna go into the matte black and really just press this up against my lash line. And when there's a little product left on the brush, bring it back in towards the inner corner. And again, define that line. There you go, hard part is done. Woo! I needed a white eyeliner, so I'm just gonna take this NYX one, and I'm going to use this to line my lower waterline. And I'm going to fill in the gap that we made between the cat eye and the line over here. And there you have it. So now you have that super cool lower lash line. Now all you gotta do is just apply some mascara and your lashes of your choice, and then you're basically done the whole entire eye look. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Oh my God, guys, this is honestly the best timing ever. My mom just came in with a package from Sephora. Guess what's in here? The new Kat Von D blushes. Yes, I'm so happy. I've been waiting for these and I was so sad that I wouldn't have them for the video because I really wanted to use them for this, but now I have them. Just to let you guys know, I did buy every single one, which is pretty exciting. So I will be doing like a full review of them, and I'll probably have that ready for you guys in about a week or so. So stay tuned for that. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna go apply my lashes now. Okay, bye. So this is what the eyes look like when you're all done, and now let's move on to the rest of the face. This is the tattoo brow. It's actually a brow pen. Now this is very different than a brow pencil, brow powder, because it's basically like a little marker. I actually really like brow pens. I find that you can make them look really natural. And I'm just going to start to create very light hair-like strokes throughout my brow where I feel like I need a little bit more hair basically. I'm not creating like lines because that's just going to make it look like you literally took a marker and just drew on your brows. Just do really small hair-like strokes in the direction of your hair, and you're gonna be left with really natural looking but defined brows. So now it's time to contour. So I'm gonna go into my Shade Light palette once again, and I'm going to grab this shade right over here, and this is my Sephora Pro Contour brush, and I'm just going to apply this in my cheekbones. Well, on my cheekbones, not in my cheekbones. You know what I mean. And sort of connect it up to my temple. Also gonna put a little bit down my jawline, just because. So now let's use the new blush. I'm so excited. The shade that I'm going to be using is called Hansel and Gretel. So I'm gonna use the darker shade to put right on my cheekbones, and then the lighter shade on like my actual apple of my cheek. And I'm just going to apply that right on the cheekbone area. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, I really like this. Damn. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the lighter shade in the duo and just apply that to the apples. Now, Kat actually does not have a highlighter in her collection, so I'm actually going to be using Thunderstruck. This thing has been through a lot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks like a freaking disaster. This broke literally 3 times, and I've had to put it back together 3 times, so it looks a little gross, but it works, which is always good, and I will not let this die because it is like one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. So I'm just gonna take a highlighting brush, dip my brush into here. You only want a really small amount because this shit is intense. And I'm just going to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. Like, you see that? All we gotta do are the lips. Now in the picture that I posted on Instagram, I was wearing Anastasia Sepia with a little bit of Jeffree Star Posh Spice right in the center of my lips. Cool tone lip with these eyes are beautiful. I will insert a picture right over here so that you guys can see what that lip would look like. But today, since it is a Kat Von D brand tutorial, I cannot use a cool tone lip because I don't own one from her. So instead, I'm going to be taking a Kat Von D Classic Lolita. So this is what a little bit of a warmer lip looks like. Let me know which one you prefer in the comments because I would love to know. So that's it for the finished tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know what you thought in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And do not forget to tune in for tomorrow's tutorial. We've got, I think, 2 more days of tutorial week left, which it's already going by so fast. But I really hope you guys are enjoying tutorial week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Today I'm doing this look that you've seen on my face right now. It was actually created by